Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon the other nations that seek after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. As they were signified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no God but thou, O God. Shew new signs, and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise the indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short, remembering the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that say, there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit they of them, as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful to Jerusalem, the holy city, that place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony to those that are possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servants, according to the blessing of Aaron over thy people, that all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. In Yahweh's name we pray. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Today's class, a letter to the camps that create division and hatred. Also to the individual Israelites, come together or be destroyed.
That's what the Lord put on my spirit to say to you today. You know, I guess old people are blind. You know, they don't see what's going on outside. They don't see our communities being in shambles for generations, decades. They don't see that. You know, all they see is what they see on that boardwalk. That's the drama that they want. I seen more Israelites sharing that garbage, man, than anything. I'm not gonna share that garbage. And what is this with a churl, man? That just show you how low our thoughts are, so we can make earrings of churl. We want to sell it, somebody buy it. That show you how stupid you are, man. Right. And it's just getting out of hand. If you tell them come build something together, they don't want to do that.
Teach.
They all about destruction. And these are the people that be walking around with fringes on, empty, darkness in their eyes. It's an emergency and we still casual, man. That's right. It's dangerous times going on and we still sit back, man, and think, hey, judgment is not going to hit. Judgment is, I'm going to tell you something, man. I left a funeral, man. I come through the hood, there were funerals everywhere. That's right. People's not taking nothing serious. We want to enjoy the moment. We got fringes on, we above every nation, but we act like roaches. We can't build nothing with people like that, man. You can't build a kingdom with people like that. Not accountable, not reliable, not consistent, not faithful. You can't build a kingdom with people like that, man. And let me tell you something. I done been sitting in this seat. I done seen a slew of brothers and sisters come and go. The Lord had to walk them out the door. And it's going to continue, man, because when you don't take this truth serious, it's play day. And I'm going to go through it today. Give me Ezekiel 2:1. You know, this stuff offends me, man. It offends me to see people hurting, not going to be able to pay their bills, but they got pride on them. I can't get it. How you got pride on you, man? Bring it out. Where you been living? That's right. Malibu? Where y'all been? Beverly Hills? I'm not getting it. You got 5 years worth of income to carry you along, man. You ain't worried about nothing, huh? This is how our people think, man. They think backwards, man. Out of all the nations, we have the greatest thing to come together and build and show these other nations who we truly are. And we just share somebody fighting on a dock. That show you your mentality. Because if you share it, that's just the mentality you got. What good is that going to build? Is that going to build anything? Chairs and stuff, man. You got them walking around with folding chairs, man, clout chasing. That's all they doing.
That's right.
If you ain't been nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing if you ain't working towards something.
That's right.
Read that out.
Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet.
See, a lot of us in this truth, we don't want to stand on our feet, man. We want to continue to be slaves, man. We don't want to stand up and be somebody. Ain't you tired of being nobody? Because I don't care what your street name is, you still nobody.
That's right.
You still nobody. You cannot become somebody unless you got a nation with you, man. You can't do it by yourself. Name me somebody in another nation did it by themselves.
Bring it out.
You can't do it. You can't name me nobody that did it by themselves. And this is what I started. Start with building a house. See, they hollered this started in 1969 and ain't built nothing. Ain't built nothing.
Bring it out.
Ain't built nothing, man. And these men call themselves men standing on their feet. Some of them too heavy to stand on their feet. They don't want to get up and do nothing. But they want all the accolades, people to crown them like they, let me tell you something, all you brothers out there in them corners, it means nothing to the Most High, man.
That's right.
And tell them the Most High said they mad at me. I'm going to tell you something, I'm 10 in. All that stuff ain't doing anything, man, out there causing confusion. Read on.
And I will speak unto thee.
See, a lot of them, the Most High ain't even dealing with them, man. A lot of men's out there with fringes on looking for vainglory.
That's right.
Looking for multiple wives. Looking to be the best rapper. Out there giving each other wars, man of the Israelite, man of the year. What is this garbage, man? What is this garbage, man? Weak spirit men's leading weak spirit peoples. That's what I'm seeing. Ain't nobody doing anything but for the nation but one body. And they get mad when I say that, but we can prove it. They get mad. Weak men's, man. That's what weak men's do.
That's right.
They throw on a costume, man, and go out there and act like they alpha. They betas. I'm just telling you the truth. Because what do the scriptures tell us? The scriptures tell us to come together.
That's right.
Right.
But what do these men do? They divide and keep that hatred amongst us. Read on up.
And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me.
Ain't no spirit dealing with these brothers. Ain't no comforter dealing with these brothers out here, man, and these sisters out here that don't want to speak to you. I see that same old brother in Walmart, like, man, he said something, man, I'm in the truth. I'm like, bro, why you got to tell me that or something, whatever he said. If you keeping God's commandment, you ain't got to let nobody know.
That's right.
You just keep the commandments and you walk upright.
That's right.
You ain't got to tell somebody what you doing. It'll show.
That's right.
It'll show. And it shows me when you speak it, you're not living it. And the thing is, we're not living it. That's why you're going to understand it's going to get tough around here.
Right.
And I've been teaching you these things, bringing this through the Spirit of the Most High and His Son. It's like, and our people, like the scriptures are going to say over and over and over, man. It's pathetic that we can't come together and put one brick together.
Man.
We can't come together and do nothing together. Everybody want to be kings and queens. They need to strip that out of the truth.
That's right.
Ain't none of these cats getting a crown, man. Ain't none of these sisters gonna be called queen.
Bring it out.
And that's the problem with all. You can't say that, yeah, I can. What scripture says that to us? Everybody getting a crown, man. Come on. You think it ain't gonna be people that's gonna have to get their lights put out when we get to the kingdom? Read on that.
And set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me.
And a lot of them don't hear the Most High. They're not following the spirit of Yah. They following the spirit of man. That's what's wrong with this nation. Weak men with fringes on ain't gonna do nothing, man, because they don't know how to build nothing.
That's right.
That's the problem. They don't know how to build. That's why you got all these mini-me camps out here. Everybody, I seen some brothers downtown last night, man, the joke of the city, man. Out there casting spells on peoples out there, man. They ain't out there living the life. Believe me, I know some of these peoples, man, they not living that life. They living the life of a joke. And they hate for people to say this, oh man, I'm offending today. Because I get tired of seeing the same old show. Ain't nothing changed amongst our peoples. They still the same. They just put on fringes and grew a beard like Ox said this morning. That's all it is. No accountability in the truth, man. No consistency.
That's right.
When you building something, you got to work on it, man, until you finish it.
That's right.
Some people will start something, man, and they let it just go to waste.
That's right.
Give me 2 Timothy 3:1. I brought this out last night about the pride. See, me, I'm a watcher. I watch everything. But see, this is the problem with our peoples. Read this out.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1.
Read on.
This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
They don't understand it's dangerous out here, man. See, San Francisco is already done closed down. You know, they have to lock up all their products, man. Peoples are coming in just taking their people's stuff. Peoples are hungry out here. But what are we doing? We out there in them corners want to look like we some stars, man. We want to get awards and stuff. This ain't that kind of show, man. This ain't that kind of this is not that kind of movement. Where your name mean nothing to the Most High. Everybody want to be a star because there was never nothing in the world.
That's right.
If you ain't never been nothing, how you gonna become something if you don't know how to be something? It's just stupidity to me, man. And you got these little cats coming in here 2 or 3 years, they want to go pre-sale with you. Let me tell you something. I guess they didn't see me stomping that picture out there. That's how I do it, man. Somewhere, go sit down somewhere, man, and learn how to be a man.
That's right.
They want to come in here challenging you like, hey, they on that level, man. It's crazy. Hold up, give me the first letter. I'm just gonna pick out some stuff, man. Cause I know they ain't on this type of level, man. They too busy want to share some churls. Show somebody getting beat up, man. What is that, man? That's not showing us the spirit of peace. Read.
In the last days, dangerous times shall come.
See, they don't understand what kind of times are coming, man. Read.
Regional bank stocks fell Tuesday after Moody's Investor Service downgraded 10 mid-sized institutions by a single notch, including M&T Bank, Webster Financial, BOK Financial, Old National Bancorp, and the Fulton Financial Corporation. Moody's also warned about a review of 6 other banks for possible downgrades, including U.S. Bancorp, Trusted, State Street, and Bank of New York Mellon, while assigning a negative outlook to PNC, Citizens Financial, Fifth Third, and 8 other banks.
Hold up. See, they too busy sharing about if somebody getting whooped at a pier. Sharing churls, man. What kind of game is this, man? What kind of fools are we dealing with? What's these Israelites people's doing this, man?
Yeah.
It's these people that got fringes on, man. Won't even say Shabbat Shalom, man. Can't even like your post.
Bring it out. See.
But they'll come running on your post when they don't like something, and I crush them like a jelly bean then. You will get deleted off my page and blocked, man, forever. I don't know you, man. Get lost. See, I don't play that game with them, man. Keep reading.
2023 layoff tracker. Emergent biosolution cuts 400 jobs. FedEx announced the layoffs, which affect 280 employees as its Tarrant, Texas shipment center outside Dallas, also 700 pilots.
They're going to lay off 700 pilots, man. And you thinking that just like these business, they don't affect other business.
That's right.
See, that's what they don't understand. These business affect other little bit small business.
That's right.
Right.
But see, we don't think about that. We're thinking about a church and somebody out there fighting Jacob and Esau. They don't even know who Esau is, man.
Bring it out.
Some of y'all are Esau out there, man.
Bring it out.
That's the spirit that they have, man. Destruction. reading.
Walgreens will cut up to 400 employees and plans to shut down an e-commerce distribution center in Illinois.
These things are going on, man, and we ain't talking, we ain't coming together sitting at the table because we want to worship an elder, man. Some of these elders need to be set down to be soldiers again, man, members.
That's right.
That's what's wrong with them, man. Got these old dudes out here, man, ain't doing nothing for the nation, man. Got them out here, man, want fame, man. That's all they looking for, somebody to worship them. Some demons. And it's pathetic. All this stuff is going on. Nobody's saying, hey, let's come to the table. Let's come to the table, man, and let's see what we can do. We got peoples in dollars. Let's get together.
That's right.
We ain't got to have the same church, but we come together. Now, they don't want to do that, man. They have a summit, man. They like, these old cats, I've been in the truth 40 years, man. They ain't bust a grape, man. Ain't got nothing to show for it.
Bring it out.
But conversation. Ain't you tired of the conversation? It's the same old rhetoric, man. Read.
Walmart, the biggest employer in the country, laid off more than 2,000 employees at 5 plants, including in Florida, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Texas.
A lot of y'all ain't going in Walmarts lately, are you? A lot of you ain't seeing the stores are empty, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't buy that food that's on sale, man, because it's probably outdated, man.
Right.
You go buy some fruits from vegetables in there, it's rotten as soon as you get it in the house.
That's right.
This is what I'm saying, man. This has become a joke, man.
That's right.
You got little guys calling themselves deacons, man, want to be a rapper, man. Ain't nobody buying your music, man. Nobody even studying you. So what's wrong with these people, man? A bunch of Hamites and a bunch of Edomites calling themselves Israelites.
That's right.
Don't show no love to nobody. One thing that I see about the First Amendment auditors, they always encouraging people to go share and like others. These cats don't want to do nothing, man. These cats about drowning you out, man, so they can be, I guess, a king. You're a king standing in an apartment or a house. You don't own nothing, king. And your queen, she ain't a queen of nothing but a couch. This is sad, man. Read.
McDonald's plans to cut hundreds of employees in a restructuring plan. Reuters reported, citing unnamed sources.
Let me tell you something about McDonald's, too. McDonald's about to shut down a whole lot of stores. See, McDonald's is a franchise stores, and these franchise owners are not making no money. See, it's only McDonald's that's making money. See, you have to get everything from McDonald's.
Right.
See, you have to understand why you thinking they raising the pay up, man. They making the owners suffer.
That's right.
They suffering. So you finna see this thing. That's why you go in there now, Happy Meal, almost $10. It ain't no such thing as a dollar menu. But these Israelites, these so-called lights, because let me tell you something. Everybody got fringes on is not an Israelite.
That's right.
Everybody dark skinned is not an Israelite.
That's right.
That's a fact.
See, this is the thing that they don't want to hear. See, it offends them, man, and I'm here to offend.
That's right.
Because I'm tired of the disrespect to this movement. Nobody won't stand up, man. Everybody want to look good for the cameras. I can do without these cameras.
That's right.
It don't make me no difference. I'm out there when there's no cameras, man, talking to people.
That's a fact.
Right.
It ain't about notoriety, man. I ain't never seen nobody that had something want to be somebody that know they got something. Here they come to take it, especially if they know you. Keep reading.
136,000. That's how many employees were cut in major U.S. layoffs over the first 3 months of 2023.
The first 3 months, and it probably was higher than that, man. How many people lost their job, got fired off their job? See, some of you ain't, you know, you don't take the truth serious. I guess you don't take the job serious because I'm pretty sure you ain't never late for work.
Bring it out.
See,
Bring it out.
but the truth, you know, hey, man, the truth. I just disrespect Christ. Let me tell you something, man. All you got to do is tell me to get the sword. I'll come find you. I'll come find you, man. So you got to put that kind of stuff out there because how you going to build something and if people ain't got no accountability, no consistency. They got the same old spirit coming in the truth, disrespecting Christ. I am tired of it, man. It get old, man. We have an opportunity to do something, and we just take it, man, and let it just ride out there like the sun, killing everything out there. Keep reading.
including Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft.
Tech companies. Tech companies, man. Laying off, man. Because they ain't got the budget, man. I keep telling you. These cities are upside down. They can keep printing money all they want to. You'll never see a dime of it. What you think the stimulus was about? Paying people twice the amount for when the pandemic came on. It's the same old thing, man. It's a game, and we the fools, man, because they keep running the same game, and we keep eating the same thing, and don't want to say let's make a change on our own. Be mans. See, a lot of them cats, they'll be offended at this because they ain't a man. See, a man gonna hear me. See, a beta man, he can't understand this because he ain't used to achieving nothing in his life.
Right.
Read on.
Home Depot and Lowe's stocks get downgraded amid housing markets slow recovery.
It get downgraded, man. You got your two biggest hardware stores. Stocks get downgraded. Get downgraded. See, a lot of people, what they've been doing with this stock, they've been making billions off this stuff, man. Once they downgrade, just like they did with Yalla. Yalla Freight got down, Yalla closed down, they stock went up. People, see, it's a game. That's a Ponzi scheme, man. That's all, this whole system is a Ponzi scheme. I don't believe in nothing. You're not gonna hear me talking about nothing because I don't believe in it. Because everything, if it's control up at top, that means that it's all a game, man. Ain't nothing real around here, man. Ain't nothing real around here. That's why you don't get real Israelites. This is the same thing. Read.
Bankrupt cargo airline Western Global owns millions to Delta Lufthansa. Surging U.S. corporate bankruptcy already surpassed total for all of 2022. Tyson Food to shut 4 U.S. chicken plants and blow to small towns in Arkansas, Indiana, and Missouri to cut costs. A blow to small communities in the U.S. Heartland depends on the meat packer for nearly 3,000 jobs.
This is what I keep telling you. See, Tyson Food it's a branch. See, you got all these other places they were getting all their chickens from. See, you have to understand, I heard one guy had spent $50,000 to meet standards, man. To meet inspection standards to keep, and they just come in and tell you, hey, sorry, it's over with. You think it is not gonna hurt the peoples there in them small towns, Little Rock? Little Rock ain't nothing but about 100,000 people, man. You got Pine Bluff, you got them little towns around there, man, that this here snatched the teeth out of a lot of them people. See, and let me tell you something. Also, when you understand the rivers around here are drying up, the Mississippi River, one of the biggest rivers on the planet, is drying up. This is judgment, man. This is judgment. And you got to understand all this stuff, how it affects the food. Farmers can't, you spending more to try to water your garden or whatever produce that you putting out, and it's costing you more to ship it because the gas is up, diesel is up. This here is a game, man, and the only ones getting played is us because these other nations, they come together.
That's right.
See, they can sit at the table because most of them ain't got pride on them, man. See, they know how to come together and build. We the only people that don't know how to do that because we too busy trying to look at each other out the corner of our eyes.
That's right.
You know, when you understand this, China, unemployment is over 50%. So they ain't talking about nothing like this, man. You know this is going to affect us? Think about it. When you understand that their unemployment is over 50%, think about their housing. Their housing is taking a hit too. Just like somebody here in America bought a house almost $426,000. Now his house valued at $300 and some thousand, man. Don't get caught up in this game. See, men come together and sit at a table and pass ideals. Cowards run around, man, and talk about you. You got, we work, and they'll tell you about the stock, the pump and dump stocks. on the people. They'll tell you about this. You look at Maui, this over in Hawaii, how the whole island burned down, man. You're looking at these things going on, and we sitting up here talking about a chair.
Bring it out.
A chair. See, it's all the Israelites want to do. Play this video. And yeah, I make these videos, but when you understand this, these are the same spirits in these camps.
This know also.
These are the same spirit in these camps, man.
Perilous time shall come.
Because you'll catch a lot of them out at these events.
Covetous, boastful, proud, blasphemers,
And
disobedient.
our sisters, man, they are at a lowest state out here, man.
Bring it out.
Oh, you see them in the bathroom with a picture, taking a picture of themselves, man. Selling themselves because nobody's buying and nobody got that money. See, that tricking dollar don't dry it up.
Right.
See, nobody got it to trick no more. They got to pay bills now. You don't want to be tricking and living in your car. And this is our daughters, man.
Bring it out.
These men don't understand. We should be an example to these peoples. When you going and hanging out with them, play on.
Unprepared, unthankful, unholy, without natural effect. Truth,
Look at them.
false
You don't think Israelites still be up in these gatherings?
despisers of those that are good, traitors,
What are they doing, man? What is the end game? If they shut Walmart down, they all gonna starve out there.
but denying the power thereof.
I mean, this is sickness, man. We're supposed to be a light, but we walking with fringes in darkness, man. Lesbian, oh man, let me tell you something. This is out of control.
That's right.
This spirit is out of control, man. And God got to judge it. It's got to be judged, man. 1 Corinthians 5:9. It's got to be judgment on the planet, man. Nobody want to hear this. So everybody want Joel Osteen as a father. Well, don't do that. Don't. See, the Lord said, come in here and tell him. Read this out.
1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 9. I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators.
This say you can't be just hanging out with unbelievers and people that's uncircumcised in the mind. This is what the scriptures are saying, not what I say. Read.
Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world,
Of this world, read.
or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs go out of the world.
You know, this is what the flesh. See, people are in love with their flesh now, man.
Right.
People are gonna die for that flesh.
Right.
When you love somebody more than you love Christ, you love that flesh. You don't know what's in that body. So everybody thinking they love somebody that's relative. I keep telling they relatives to me. Family is somebody you see and enjoy and have a good time with.
That's right.
Only time that I'm in the same thing. I'm at a funeral yesterday. It's the only time they come together. This is an epidemic, ain't it? Only time you see people is at funerals, man.
Bring it out.
You know, love and no relative, man. You can quit selling me that ideal. I know. No love amongst the people, man. They'll tell you. But why they ain't coming together and do nothing? Why these families ain't coming together and buying land and building?
Bring it out.
See, because somebody in there gonna be playing, getting ready to play the game. I don't heard it too many times, man. How somebody do something, just like my daddy when we had rent houses. Uncle sold a house right from under him. That's how. That's relatives, man. That ain't family.
That's right.
Read.
But now I have written unto you not to keep company.
He say, don't be dealing with them. Matter of fact, give me Matthews 10 and 17. We go through these things, man, and you've been seeing this thing. Well, we've been in the truth since 1969, and if you're not of our camp, you're not in the truth. You Negroes ain't even in the truth.
Bring it out.
We got 100% of the truth. Then making videos are always making videos. I am not the right one to play with, man. Some of you boys need to be cleaned up, man, and in the mind. Read this,
St. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Hey, they're gonna condemn you, man. This is what some of these camps specialize in. Condemning each other, man. Showing no love. They elder is Christ, I guess.
Bring it out.
I wonder what happened when Christ snatched his spine out his back, man. What's happening? The roaches gonna scatter. That's what's gonna happen. See, because they believe they worship a man. I'm not asking you to worship me. I'm asking you to come together. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You out here, you putting in the brick, you trying to help people, and all people do is show you they back.
Right.
Bring it out.
When people really care, you'll know they there. You will see them. See, I always say, if I don't see you, I don't see you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Read.
And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake.
Man, they're gonna call all kind of peoples on you, man. Because you stirring up the hornet's nest. Read.
For a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
The unbelievers, read on.
But when they deliver you up,
Read.
take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in the same hour when ye shall speak.
Keep reading.
For it is not ye that speak.
See, it ain't gonna be us as prophets that's speaking for the Most High and His Son. We're the only camp that got away from that one West garbage. Thanks to the Most High and His Son.
Right.
Pull us out of that trap. Following means, not following Christ. Read.
But the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Read on.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death.
Let me tell you something, man. There's hatred amongst Israel. That's why you got the camp on camp banging. I'm still seeing that.
Bring it out.
You say something about my camp, I'm gonna go, listen, peon. Nobody even know you. Go sit down somewhere and read your Bible. Some of these cats just got precept. They got a precept outline. That's all they go by. Never even read their Bible. But out here trying to teach somebody and their house tore up. See, a lot of you come in this truth, start building on your house, which is your house is you.
That's right.
You come in here, you don't want to read. How you going to build your house if you have no instructions? See, keep playing the game, man. Y'all going to find out. Read.
And the father, the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
You understand, you be a leader over the congregation and the children, they raise up. They gonna start other camps, man, and acting like they out here doing the work for the Most High. House upside down, man.
That's right.
See, I know you.
That's right.
Living a fraud life. They not following after Christ.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to make business decisions. I keep telling you, this is a business. We don't want to build it. We want to build our own business. That's why individuals can't make it in this truth. We have to come together. You can't name me one man that don't build something for himself out there in that world and not have everybody trying to come after him and tear it down. That's how it is, man. You don't know who you're dealing with when you got money.
Bring that.
You don't know who you're dealing with. And if you didn't raise up with that woman when you didn't have money, but when you get that money, you're dealing with a different beast, man, because everybody gonna tell you they love you. Read on.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
When you speak in Christ, they gonna hate you, man. Y'all hear that, don't you? They gonna hate you. And this is what I keep telling you, man. Facebook is just an advertisement thing. People still out there posting family pictures and stuff. Man, Facebook is garbage. And if you riding with Facebook, that's what you are, garbage. Your thinking is garbage. Your action is garbage. We should be sharing this truth. We got people, man, when I come in the truth, I was here all every day that the doors was open. You can't get brothers to do that anymore. They gotta, when I first said this, I say, these so-called elders, you'll call them, they don't answer the phone. I guess they got a radio show, they got TV endorsements, they got book signings. These cats ain't doing nothing but playing PlayStation. Pretenders, man. People that got dark skin are the major pretenders in this world. You got Chinatown. You got Africans coming in here, got African towns now. Japanese side of town. Vietnamese side of town. But Negroes ain't got nothing. Ain't never had nothing and don't want nothing. Then they pick up this Bible, find out they're Israelite, and still don't want nothing.
Bring it out.
Still want to be the same, man. Read.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Let me tell you something. I come in here, man, 10 toes in. I come in to learn. I came in reading. My first 5 years was studying, learning. I didn't want to be nothing. I wanted to know what I'm following. We'll hear somebody on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll take that like they going with this ship stuff. The news feeding you all that ship stuff. Who else feeds you that stuff? The Israelites. They find out about the chips. The news feeding you that. Who else feeds you that? The Israelites.
That's right.
See, the Israelites are following the program. The news fed you about a duck bone beaten with a chair. Who else fed you the same thing? The Israelites.
Teach.
See, the Israelites are followers of man.
That's right.
See, a follower of Christ wouldn't have shared that garbage, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it was embarrassing for both sides.
That's right.
That's right.
Nobody won a trophy in there, and that's what the news. And let me tell you something. How do you know that that wasn't staged?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Did you see anybody throwing any haymakers? See, we bite on. Why is when you see something about the major news media sharing these kind of videos, and then they already got somebody on camera already? I took our video. Why do we not pick up on these things? That this could be staged.
Bring it out.
Why would he throw his head up in the air? Look at the camera before he did it. Wasn't that the sign for them to kick some off? Let me tell you something, man. That let you know that if you sharing and liking that, something wrong with you.
That's right.
Something wrong with y'all, man. Something wrong with y'all not trying to come get y'all life right. Be prepared. You don't know what tomorrow may bring.
That's right.
And you understand, people's read verse 22.
Verse 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Let me tell you something, man. You walking through this valley of dry bones, man, the valley of death around here.
Right.
Of course they gonna hate you. They not seeing you sweating like they sweat. They not seeing you going through the things that they going through. They not seeing you having the same problem they having. Back to 1 Corinthians 5 and 11. They're not seeing you having the same trials and tribulations. So they gonna hate you. They want you to have the same problems. That's the problem with our people. You know, you got some of them, they don't want no counseling. And I'm saying, man, they out here being the number N. Tell you something, man, when you selfish, I always tell men that got families, man, when every decision you make, you need to make it by your family. It's not about you no more.
That's right.
When you out here making decisions about you, you are nobody.
That's right.
You're nobody. You ain't got generational wealth.
That's right.
You wasn't born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But this Israel acting like they was born with generational wealth.
Bring it out.
Who gave them 400 years of slave? They've been the media. Guess who else pushing it? The Israelites. Who gave you Christ walked on water? The churches. Who else pushing it? The Israelites.
See?
Crazy.
Bring it out.
It's no different than their game, man.
Bring it out.
That's why it ain't no different than their spirit.
That's right.
Read on up.
1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator.
Let me tell you something. Some of these cats, they hang out with guys in Kemet and won't even speak to you. You got, why? Because they're not walking with Christ. That's why. So they don't have the spirit of Yah on them. They hated Christ. Read.
Or covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such an one know not to eat.
Don't be dealing with their doctrines. Don't be dealing with them in conversation, man. Don't be dealing with them, period, when it come down to them trying to, give you some, hey, man, they not in there, they in there teaching heresies. How do they know? They probably don't even know how to spell a word. See, you got a lot of these Israelites ain't even been to college.
That's right.
A lot of them probably dropped out of school, been factory workers. But they get a Bible, man. They got a doctrine degree. It's sad, man, that you can't sit down. I heard a guy tell me, hey, man, we got different doctrines, but you can't sit down with me. Who was Christ dealing with? The publicans and the sinners, wasn't it? So what's the problem, Mark? What makes you greater? Your doctrine? And how do you know your doctrine true?
That's right.
Who gave him the dark moon?
Bring it out.
The world, the system. Who followed the dark moon? The Israelites. Israelites in sin, man. That's why they can't come together and build nothing. Read.
For what have I to do to judge them also that are without?
Without the truth, read.
Do not ye judge them that are within?
Keep reading.
But them that are without God judges.
God is going to judge them, man, that don't want to keep his commandments. See, God got to judge you. God got to check you. And let me tell you something. See, that's why I don't go do nothing. I ain't listen. You ain't got to worry about me unless you come to my door. You ain't got to worry about me unless you see me out in public and you coming up. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm going to let God deal with you. See, he'll let the air out slow. See, your finances, your jobs, your bills. Before you know it, you sitting somewhere outside. Your health. See, I let the Most High and the Son deal with you.
Right.
They deal with you righteously. They take what you love the most. Read.
Therefore, put away from among yourselves that wicked person.
See, a lot of us, we like to keep company with wicked people, man. That's why your spirit can't get right. You thinking somebody that's not wearing fringes is righteous? They got evil thoughts in their head. And I keep telling you, you don't get it. I deal with family. I text the cousin, I say, I told you. She's called me back, I didn't answer. I call her back, she didn't answer. So that's the game that they play. They want you to answer when they want you to answer. See, I'm going to play their game. Don't want to change, man. How long are they going to want to continue to see, man? What are they going to leave for their children? Nothing. Nothing. And what do their children do when you leave something for them? They destroy it. Because nobody ain't raised them right. Give me Psalm 7 and 11. Nobody raised these children, man. These children don't know how to keep $1 a week.
Bring it out.
They get their income tax check, they broke already.
That's right. That's right.
I tell you, get your income tax divided by 12. See, once you come in the truth, you should be getting your life right. See, if you ain't getting your life right, something ain't right in your house.
That's right.
That's why I say when you building a house, you got to build it right. Who want to tear down the house and start all over?
Bring it out.
Read,
Psalms chapter 7 and verse 11. God judges the righteous.
God will judge the righteous. Read.
And God is angry with the wicked every day.
Hey, you thinking God ain't angry with you? You thinking God ain't angry with your actions? See, your actions, you got a lot of these bruises. A lot of people's in the truth just for a marriage.
Bring that out.
See, when the marriage ain't right, see, let me tell you something. When the marriage go bad, did it go bad November the 1st or did it go bad January the 1st? See, it already was headed downhill. See, because if you ain't building your house right, it's going to fall.
That's right.
Read,
If he turn not, he will wet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
Let me tell you something. Y'all not really just examining what's going on in this world. See, y'all watch TikTok. Give me my TikTok video. I'm gonna show you what's real on TikTok, but it don't go through your feed. Play it.
Hey, I have a question. How are we avoiding rain right now?
This is how cold it is in my flat right now. Can you see?
Turn it up,
I can actually see my breath. It's gonna be a long winter.
Writers, actors, UPS workers, everybody on strike.
I have come to the realization that they just not paying nobody.
The government literally announces that aliens exist and nobody is paid.
That is literally because nobody is getting paid enough to care. Come here.
That's enough. We'll come back in. See, you don't see that on your feed, do you? All you see is a bunch of people dancing, don't you? That's all you see. That's all I've been seeing, people dancing. People acting like fools on there, man. You don't see nothing. They don't put that through your feed. See, they keep that stuff away from you. They feed that flesh that you love. Keep reading,
He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death.
Keep reading.
He ordained his arrows against the persecuted.
Against the who?
The persecuted.
Y'all don't understand who's sitting back orchestrating everything. You can go on YouTube, type something in, you can't find nothing like you could 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Bring it out.
They want you to stay docile. You type something up on Google's, you're going to find it in all your feeds. How do that work? How do you type something in Google's? It's on your Facebook. It's everywhere you look at. So they ain't talking about this in the nations, are they? So they talking about a cherub. They talking about somebody, Esau. If they didn't have Esau, 70% of these Israelites will quit.
Yes, sir.
They got to have somebody to hate when they don't go look in that mirror and hate themselves. Jump over to Psalms 18 and 20. They don't hate the stuff that they see going on amongst the nation, do they? They not hating on these camps, banging on each other, making rap songs about each other, do they?
Yeah.
They not hating on none of that, are they? That's what they love.
That's right.
They love that kind of stuff. The elders love oppressing their members. That's what they love. They love this. They love seeing somebody hollering, "Why I'm not an Israelite no more." That video will get more views than anything.
Right.
Bring it out.
And guess who pumping it? Your enemy. See, your enemy sit back and he already know you destroyed. He ain't got to do nothing. He can sit back and just let the Israelites destroy themselves.
Right.
Because that's what's in your mind, hatred. Read up.
Psalms chapter 18 and verse 20. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness.
Let me tell you something. It's the Lord rewarding you according to your righteousness or your wicked ways. He's going to reward you towards your wicked ways, man.
That's right.
When you do right, that's why I keep telling you. I tell brothers and sisters, through the Spirit of the Lord and the Most High and His Son, who told us to start preparing for these things, man?
Bring it out.
What other camp out there teaching their congregation to stock up water? Stock up food. Be prepared. What other camp? And you got brothers that have these things out there in the land, don't even go check it.
Bring it out.
I'm not giving them no slack either. Some of their food, I'm going to have to go out there and check it myself. And I keep telling you, if it rat in there, throwing everything away. See, we always busy with other things, but we forget about the important things, life. What is a job? Job just a persecution, man. Why in the Bible say we had to have jobs? Like these people are saying, they don't make no money to do nothing but pay bills.
That's right.
But we can't come together and do nothing, man, because we selfish in the spirit.
That's right.
We don't care nothing about nobody but ourselves.
Right.
That's right.
We're in love with that flesh. We have to understand. Maybe somebody in your family coming in soon. Maybe your grandchildren or your children's coming in. Family cousins. See, you got to be working today to prepare it. Some of us, we got family in here. We didn't know they was coming. One of my sisters, she didn't speak to me for 6 months. I was rebuking her. She's returned. See, I was a rebuker out there. You know, but they understood. I was trying to get them in. The whole everybody.
Right.
I'm trying to get them in. See, some of you don't understand when you're around your family members, you become your family.
Facts. Facts.
See, you call me to your funeral, I'm showing up in the garment. I'm fringed up. I'm representing Christ. So, you know, as soon as I walked in, I was like, okay, who is this? See, they need light. And if you walking around being darkness with them, you no good, man.
Right.
See, that blood is going to be up on your hands. Read on up.
According to the cleanness of my hands, hath he recompensed me.
Has he rewarded me? You understand? Your work got to be clean, man.
That's right.
You can't be amongst them and not telling them something.
That's right.
They should know. Hey, you know, it's okay to play domino with them. I'm going to beat them at that. But somebody going to ask that question, what's them on your shirt? Uh-oh.
Right.
Gates open.
That's right.
See, I'm not going in there to talk to them at first. They going to see, they looking you up and down. Something ain't right about how you got something different now, man. You don't come around as much no more. Read on up.
For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God.
Let me tell you something, man. When your walk got to be righteous, man. To build a kingdom, you got this. This is what it starts right here. Being accountable to your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Exodus 20:1.
Teach.
We don't want to do that. We want to keep playing these worldly games. I can't do it no more. I'm seeing brothers and sisters out here being attacked by the world. I'm watching some video, true crimes. Guys killing these sisters new at 3 months and murdered her. Be careful. Lord always give you what you're looking for. Size 12 in shoes. Sisters. Brothers, right size booty. You get what you're asking for.
That's right.
Be careful. See, because what's inside may be ugly as hell.
That's right.
You don't know what's in. You don't know that spirit. It's like try the spirit by the spirit.
Right.
Some of you try the flesh to love the flesh. You can't make flesh love you, man.
Right.
Flesh love itself. Flesh love death. That's where flesh is going. Read this out.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 1.
We're going to go to the beginning. Read.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
He done brought all these Israelites out of the house of bondage. Their minds, man, was sold into all kind of chemit and everything else, man. Sold into all kind of doctrines.
Bring it out.
Bring them out of bondage, man. And what appreciation are they showing? They just showing they just a end with fringes on, man. You got them, they walking around here with these zeeks on, man. I'm not gonna put a brother down if he fighting, but why can't we have a conversation? If you ain't teaching what they teaching, you can't come to a summit. And everybody else in there ain't seeing.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Everybody in there got different doctrines. One got the chip, one flying ships. You know, they got them all, man. One can have 30 wives. One can be sleeping with prostitutes.
Bring it out.
You can do what you want to do at the summit. But you teach them the truth, they don't want you there. Read on up.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people love themselves. That's their first God.
Bring it out.
They love their flesh. Why you thinking you see them in the bathroom all the time where it stink at? I be trying to get in and out, man. You don't know who in there. They be in there snapping pictures, specials. And let me tell you something. I've been seeing it even more and more on Facebook.
That's right. That's right.
Sisters be having their face made all up, man.
Man.
I don't need a man. I know you don't. Until they cut that power off. Till you need that yard mowed.
Right.
Till you need that roof patched up.
That's right.
See, they don't. See, this is what society teach these sisters. You got 911, sister. You don't need a man. You got A1 plumbing, you don't need a man. You got this air conditioning company, you don't need a man. Read on.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
And you got these cats, man, that's all they have is graven images.
That's right.
I don't give IUIC no pass, man. They got their elder as they God up as Jesus. Then they don't make other Jesus. You got ones got the Jewish star. Don't know where that Molech star come from. This should let you know that these brothers, and they ain't trying to build nothing. So that elder got to get paid $100 by each head in the camp. You don't have to worry. You can have 2 or 3 wives. Then you got the little deacon. He in the video talking about a pistol, showing the pistol, man. Somebody beat the brakes off that little dude, man. And they're stunting, man. Quit stunting.
That's right.
Because let me tell you something. These other nations, they be out shooting their guns, man. They have gun ranges. They all out in the forest, man. They running drills.
That's right.
You don't know who you playing with.
That's right.
You don't see them all on Facebook showing they lit 22.
Bring it out.
We always want to show our hand with our guns, don't we?
That's right.
Bring it out.
That means you ain't used to having one.
That's right. That's right.
Read on.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
What scripture are these camps pushing, man, to have these images? Huh? What? Where are they getting their doctrine from? Man, let me tell you something. That's where they got their 12 tribes doctrine from, a wicked man.
That's right.
See, they want you to, why are they not honoring these Ivy Bibbin and all them? They was all wicked ass men. And God judged them. Coming out of Islam, man, with the 12 tribe chart, man. And if they don't know where the ships landed or docked, they ain't got no proof, no books, no documentation. How they gonna tell me where the tribe's at?
Bring it out.
See, it's gonna be the spirit that lead us, man.
That's right.
The spirit is gonna have us marry the Israelites. The spirit is the one gonna bring the 144, man.
That's right.
Christ is gonna do it, not man. So you shouldn't follow that garbage.
That's right.
But they get mad at you, man. They can prove they doctrine. They can't prove nothing. They're going to go regurgitate off what another man said. Read on.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me.
Go to Deuteronomy 79. See, a lot of people hate the Lord, man. They hate the word. And you got these guys, they always question the Bible, man. Paul went off. James went off. These are these camps. How you going to come together when they question the word, Lord's word?
Bring that out. Crazy.
You know why they went off? Because they can't understand them.
Yep.
That's all it is. They can't understand them. Because they don't have the spirit of Paul. They have the spirit of Saul.
Right.
They are persecutor of their peoples, man. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God.
He is God. Read.
The faithful God.
He is a faithful God. Read.
Which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
Keep reading.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated him. He will repay him to his face.
He's going to pay him face to face. Read.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them.
To do them, to perform them. See, the thing is, you'll see a lot of people, they don't want to follow the Bible. You know, I went through some of my notes last night. I had a stack this big. I'm writing down word meanings. I'm just gonna do the word meanings in one tablet. See, my notes are so important to me. I can see where I was to where I have grown. That's why notes are very important, taking and following this, because you can see where you come from. You can see your growth. Some of it I had to just throw away. It can't be used anymore. That's just like a plant. Back to Exodus, man, 20 and 6.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 6. and shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
He's showing mercy, man, grace, giving us an opportunity to build. See, when you understand that everybody, see, a lot of times, a lot of people be sick. See, you don't know they sick because you might be sick.
That's right.
See, I know they sick when they're not accountable, when they're not consistent, when they're not true to this word. See, I know something ain't right because this is not hard to do. We're called to come together. One day, we had 2 days, man. We used to be packed up in here.
That's right.
As long as we were wicked, it was packed, wasn't it?
No.
Wicked as hell up in here, man. All kind of demons running around here. Coming in here going crazy.
Thanks.
But I still see people saying really understood. They don't understand this. Read on up.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Let me tell you something. When you take the Lord's name in vain, that means you hide your fringes. You don't keep the commandments. You're not a light to the world that's walking in darkness. But you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. Read on that.
For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Not gonna hold. You're not gonna be somebody that's gonna get a pass. You seen what happened to David when he sinned.
That's right.
Seen what happened to David. You're gonna get checked.
That's right.
It's just what the word is about. Check and balance. And then keep everybody balanced. Read.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Read on.
To keep it holy.
And let me tell you something. This is where I see that we have become so relaxed with to keep it separate. Read verse, where am I at? 8. Read verse 9 for me.
Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
When we don't understand, we have 6 days to do what we got to do. And you know the enemy taking up 5 of them. We know. And see, when we show the Most High and His Son that we're about following Him and keeping His thing holy, we understand that this day is more. You got a lot of Israelites sitting at home, ain't taking notes, probably chilling. I woke up with a sinus headache at 3-something. Ain't nothing gonna keep me from here, man. Ain't nothing gonna keep me from doing my my what I've called to do.
That's right.
Nothing. Exodus 31:13. See, when we don't understand, we don't even go to camp anymore. See, I was thinking just this week, man, we'd have been out there at 108, man. We've been out there hands sweating in the Bible. Brothers drinking up all the juicy juice in the Kool-Aid in the container. They don't want water, they want all the sweet stuff. We out there, man, melting. We're not gonna do that stupid stuff, man. Like you see some of these camps, be in season, out of season. Some you ain't gonna make it to the next season. I seen some idiots out in the snow. Brothers out here in 100+ degrees, man. Do you think about these brothers and their families?
Bring it out.
Do you think the Lord want us to be out there in them corners, man? Ain't nothing out there.
Bring that out.
Read this up.
Exodus chapter 31 and verse 13. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generation.
Throughout your generation, read.
That ye may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you.
When you come into these class, man, and you're getting cleansed, your spirit getting cleansed again, because some of you don't understand, you be out in that world, your spirit dirty.
That's right.
They don't shot you with all kind of pornos and everything else. Weed and everything else. Every filth out there, you have to come get clean. And when your spirit is weak, you got to be in here, man.
That's right.
You got a lot of brothers out there and sisters out there right now, man, getting Kurt Angle every day, all day. They don't understand, man. I'm out here trying, Lord, but Lord out there punishing. Read on.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you.
It's supposed to be, this day is supposed to be a separate day for the Most High and His Son. Us coming together as a nation. You know, I always try to make things simple. I say, brothers, pass out 10 flyers a week. We got enough people to pass out flyers. That's 100, that's 200-300 flyers. Put them on the car windows, man. You go to Walmart, just slip them in there. It ain't hard to do. We ain't got to worry about this being out there in that heat, man. We don't want to do nothing. We ain't trying to get somebody, ain't you, who not tired of this? Who not tired of going? I seen a guy on TikTok. He had $100, man. He was back in the 80s when he came from the store. He had plenty bags, didn't he? Man, he had so many bags, he was wobbling in the house. Then it come to the year 2023, he come in there with 2 bags. People know what's going on out here, man. What are you holding on to? The food in the store is rotten, gas is high, rent high. What are you holding on to? Give me that rise in rent video right quick, man. Let me see this right quick. Let's see what they doing, man.
We're taking a live look out over downtown Knoxville, where city council members heard concerns from people about the rising price of rent tonight. Visual storyteller Aaron Velasquez was at tonight's meeting and explains why leaders say it isn't an easy fix.
I lived in Tanglewood Apartments for 12 years. And we just recently found out that they're going to double our rent.
Hold up, pause it. Hey, where the moving trucks at? They're not paying $500 a month there. You see what they paying? You see what our rent going up to? Why are they doing this when they know there's not jobs out there? Why are they doing this? It's from the Most High, man, for the proud, man. That's what this is going on, man. Because too many people got pride on. That's right. Go ahead and play it.
Renters from across Knoxville made up the majority of the crowd at Tuesday's City Council meeting, all with one thing on their mind: rent hikes. A possible solution residents hope to see curb these hikes can't happen because of current state law.
It is not allowed in the state of Tennessee for municipalities to impose rent control.
While there are emergency rent relief programs in place, this doesn't alleviate the
Let's sit on that. But see what the problem is? They weren't complaining when they didn't have to pay that rent under the pandemic, wasn't it? You had people that been sitting around, ain't paid rent for 2 years, man. Wasn't no complaining then. See, when the Lord had checked their spirit, that's complaining now. That's what the scriptures say. Keep reading, up. Wait, we at verse 15?
Yes, sir.
Read.
6 days may work be done, but in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord.
This day is for the Lord, man. Read.
Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
Now give me Isaiah 58, man, and 13. See, because I don't think people really understand the Most High and the Son. I don't think that they grasping the importance of being consistent, being accountable, being reliable. No, they don't. They take this as a joke. People take the truth as a joke. That's right. This is what I'm seeing. You know, being on time, making sure that, hey, you're shining. Being accountable, man. Making sure the Lord house is protected.
That's right.
That's right.
Making sure the lights stay on in here.
That's right.
I don't know what else we have to do. We got old books. You know where the money going. Who gave us these 2 properties, these two lands? Who gave us these 2 properties in the city of Dallas?
Bring it out.
Man? Nah, man, it was a God.
That's right.
That's right.
And our job is to make our God shine.
That's right.
Read,
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
He say, this day belongs to the Most High and His Son. Read.
And call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord.
You got Israelites out here right now ain't doing nothing. They're not taking this walk serious, man. They're not taking what's going on out there serious.
That's right.
Give me that video residence. I'm just gonna get a sample.
That's the between what the New Jersey one or the the top one.
Residents of one of the few remaining affordable neighborhoods in the Bay Area now finding out their rent is about to more than double. This is just overwhelming. Well, residents in the Petaluma Mobile Home Park say their landlord is retaliating against them for helping get new rent control ordinances passed in the city.
The tenants are all senior citizens, and the residents tell
133% rent increase.
Soon to end up on the streets.
Last week, we told you a story about a couple of mobile home parks in Petaluma that threatened closure, leaving the residents confused and scared about what was going to happen to them. But that's not the end of the story. A few days later, they got something in the mail that was even more traumatizing. The story begins in 2020 when the Youngstown Mobile Home Park was sold.
Hey, I go down some.
Despite being rent controlled,
yeah, keep going.
The park could close altogether, with a consultant going.
Page notice of rent increase.
Y'all thinking this ain't happened to the other people, man?
Ground rent was anywhere from 109% to 159%.
Petaluma's current.
How they gonna move their home? Where they got to move it to?
About 2% for this year. For the residents, is out of the question.
See?
Everyone's terrified. They're like, this is my life savings. I don't have anything after this. I don't know where I would go. We can't move these units.
It puts them in a dumpster. I mean, it's depressing a lot of people, and they're going into a shell, they're into a shop, and a lot of these people are not mobile. I mean, they're old. Rudy McGlinty got his packet saying his rent would be raised from $1,300 to nearly $2,300 per month.
That's all I need, man. See, we want to play games, man. Let me tell you something. Don't get stung, man. Don't get stung, man. I can tell you, Cuba bank system is crumbling. Every country is going through the same thing, but why they keep raising rent? Commercial buildings, the backbone of the society, vacancies. They gotta get money from somewhere. Keep reading now. Honorable, read.
And shalt honor him.
Read on.
Not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
The word of the Lord will do these things, man. If we put our faith, give me Ezekiel 33:1. If we just put our faith in the Lord, man, and stop trusting in flesh, flesh is going to be the thing that caused your downfall. Right. You thinking all them people out there ain't getting punished, man? That's judgment. Read this out.
Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 1. Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
What the Lord been doing for the last 5 years, man?
Bring it out.
Lord's been warning us, man.
That's right.
Preparing us. You know, and everything that you've seen is price increases. Everything is don't triple. Things in the store where you pay 50 cents for it is $2.50, $3.
Bring it out.
You buying a little small soda, it's $2.50. A bag of chips is $2.50 when they were 75 cents. You buying a bag of chips, they $5, $6, $7, and you buying a bag of air.
Thanks.
Why the people ain't listening? Why do people want that drama? See, we turn our back on that drama, man, we can start building.
That's right.
That's right.
But Israel, they in the nation, they love drama. Keep reading.
Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
It's on his own head, man. It's upon his own head. Because in here, you're going to get that warning, man, about taking care of your business. And let me tell you something. I don't care if you go out there, you go to the movies, you want to enjoy yourself. But remember where you're going, man. Make sure you check your food.
That's right.
A lot of these restaurants serving outdated food.
That's fact.
They ain't got enough customers to keep it in rotation. And they shutting down a lot of them Chinese restaurants. They always got trouble now. I don't know how nobody I wouldn't eat nothing in there, man. I can be hungry, need a drink of water, I walk to the nearest town. Keep reading.
His blood shall be upon his own head.
See, your blood, see, when your situation, you draw it on yourself. You do it to yourself. Read.
He heard the sound of the trumpet.
He heard it, read.
And took not the warning.
This is what's wrong with Israel, man. They want that drama, earring churls, man. What's wrong with our people, man? Are they docile? That docile in the mind?
Teach.
Are they that simple, man, that they just want drama? They'll see the title of this video, man. It's drama. Oh, here you go again. All we trying to do is call the ones that hear Christ's voice. I know the ones that got their face frowned at, that Christ ain't dealing with you. Keep reading.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
So a lot of you ain't gonna deliver yourself, man, because you're gonna get caught. Let me tell you something. That frustration gonna get tough and tough. Could have our own community out there growing our own food.
That's right.
Let me tell y'all something you might not want to hear. Everybody that can work needs to be working now. Because if one get laid off, you're gonna go in the toilet.
That's right.
I'm telling y'all something now, man.
That's right.
If you want to get it, you better get it now. Because let me tell you something. They're not gonna have nothing but back-breaking jobs around here. I was talking to Ak about the automatic truck. They got trucks that can drive themselves now.
Mm-hmm.
But matter of fact, give me this information letter. Let me see if anybody knew about this.
Information. Electric in 1900. By 1900 in the United States, 38% of U.S. automobiles, 33,842 cars were powered by electricity.
Did anybody know this? Did anybody know this? This ain't new to them, man. They run games.
That's right.
They can have electric cars.
That's right. Yep.
We don't know nothing, man. That's how they wanted to sell that oil and gas. When you can just plug your little hoopty up, man, and charge it up. You know, you couldn't have the booming boxes like Oxay had some 10s. He'd have ran his battery down going to the stove. Basically, taking all the power, man. Think about it. We didn't know nothing. Hey, electric cars, they don't even show this on TV, do they? Nobody in the school or college talk about these things. Keep reading.
40% were powered by steam.
Hold up. Where the steam cars at? Read.
And 22% by gasoline.
Oh, we got to make money off this oil and gas, man. We ain't making no money off this steam and this electric. This is all about oppressing the peoples, man. Right. Keep reading.
Ford, GM stocks, tank. It has to do with car prices.
Let me tell you something, man. You go buy a truck at $100,000 for a true truck. Read.
New and used car prices fell in July, easing some pain for U.S. consumers. Yet prices for insurance, repair, and other services continue to march higher.
Let me tell you something, man. You go get a new car, 7-year loan on it. You paying about $800 a month.
Thanks.
You ain't added the gas in there, do you? You know, that's another bill, don't you? The insurance is another bill, maintenance. You making $40,000, you got to spend $20,000 on your car now. Keep reading.
Smithfield Foods closing 35 hog farm sites in Missouri.
Boy, our people gonna have a problem, ain't it? Ain't gonna be no more pork chops in the store soon, man.
Bring it out.
I'm telling you, the Lord working, man. And we're not taking the warning. Let's get back to Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
And let me tell you something, a lot of these young guys, they don't read their Bible, man. They want to lead people. They don't know it's their job to come in there and teach them. Tell them what's going on with this economy. Letting them know that these banks are really, a lot of them are not even depositing people money, and people depositing cash and money not even in their account. There's a lot of dirty, underhanded things going on, man. And when you understand the banking system is a part of this world economy too, man, when you understand that a lot of these banks, major corporations, airports, car dealerships, they all got some of that money. And if you had a company for 50 years, what do you need money for? Shouldn't you have reserves? It doesn't make sense to be giving these companies all that money. Read on, Art.
So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me.
You thinking just coming in here warning them about keeping the commandments, warning them about keeping the Shabbat, warning them about having consistency in their walk, warning them about having accountability, warning them about their personal self, warning them about what's going on outside. You thinking they at that chemtrail and everything, man, trying to cause it rain? Let me tell you something, the Lord is in control of things.
Right.
You thinking a lot of these farmers ain't having droughts, the rivers drying up, where they getting their water at?
Thanks.
How you thinking you can get a barge down the Mississippi River when you can't even, the ship can't even flow through there no more hardly?
Yeah.
Who you think is doing this? You got to do this because, let me tell you something, some of these Israelites are continue dependent on their job. Their job is God.
That's right.
I got consistency for God. I got accountability for God. That's why I say, in God we trust. Read.
When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand.
See, people don't like to hear the truth, man. See, they want to hear smooth things. See, you can do as you please, man. I'm going to tell you something. One thing I learned in life, if you're going to build something, it's better to build it up right first. Because if you half do it, that's how, and I'm talking about yourself. If you come in here and you half doing it, what's going to happen? You're going to destroy yourself. See, because you didn't come in trying to build yourself righteous. You came in not taking it serious. And it caught up with you and it'll bite you. It'll destroy you because the words that coming out now, they offend. See, it used to be, when you first came in, you was eating, it was sweet to you. I'm an Israelite. But it got bitter when somebody told you was in sin.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Ezekiel 2 and 4. See, it get bitter, man, when they tell you about the truth. Read that out.
Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted.
See, they don't like to be taught because they believe in the system, because they done been indoctrinated so long that they thinking that this is going to continue forever. Read.
I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord God.
All we telling you is what the Father and the Son sent us to do. Read.
And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
See, some of them catch an attitude when you're telling them the truth. Read.
For they are a rebellious house.
This is a rebellious nation, man. Don't understand, we the only people that can't come together.
That's right.
We the only people that can't sow unity. This is what I'm afraid of. This is what'll make them afraid. They sitting back enjoying these cats right now. They know they all in sin. You thinking they ain't got us all tapped? They know you in sin. See, a lot of you thinking you're getting away with something. Some of you was on the phone with somebody you know you wasn't supposed to be on the phone with. Some of you was somewhere over somebody's house you know you wasn't supposed to be there. See, they know. They got tracking. And let me tell you something. That's what that tracking was for. See, you can't lie on something that you binging off these towers. How you thinking they catch all these murderers? Well, I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with it, but your phone was there. Well, I left it there. Your DNA in the car. Well, give them life. Read,
Yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them.
You're going to know that there's prophets amongst us, man. And the real prophets, they come in and teach. I see these guys, they teaching the same old song. They teach and control the congregation, not raise the congregation, not teach them about being a nation. It's about being lording over them. See, when you understand, just like with that land, we should have 5, 6 people already out there, man. It's a village out there. Oh, man, it's so nice. The children out there playing with each other. $250 a month. Hey, hold on. What did he say? Somebody on camera just passed out. I'm sorry. Somebody just watching just passed out. $250 a month. No, never no rent increase. They don't get it. See, they rather stay in the city where they cursed. Read.
Son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
Open thy mouth and eat what I give thee. That's the problem with our people. They don't want to eat this. They don't want to accept this truth, man, out here. They don't. That's why I told you. Last week I told you about the narrative. How they give you something. And you believe it. They give it to you in the movies. They give it to you on the news. When have they gave us some truth? Name me one thing that they told us. They told us the world was going in 2012, didn't they? You had the Israelites having people selling all their houses talking about 2000. They must was listening to Prince Purple Rain song 1989 or something. You think about it, man. When did the Most High tell us that this was this whole society? Why would we be waiting? Shouldn't we be like the ants? See, a lot of you that ain't building your house, y'all gonna wait till it get wintertime. See, when that winter come in, man, it ain't no joke. You can't have a hammer in your hand out there. You miss that nail, boy, and hit that hand. You're gonna be in a lot of pain. Jump over to Ezekiel 3 and 10.
Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears.
When you receive this in your mind, and you understand it with your ears, you understand why we up here teaching. You understand the mission of the Most High. You understand the importance of being tuned in instead of being tuned out. You'll start to understand these things. But see, a lot of you're too busy. You ain't really preparing yourself. Friday night, you should have, hey man, I should be through with everything, should be kicked back. Watching the class. A lot of you, I ask you what class was Friday night, you don't even know. Because you're still in tune with this world. You gotta let this world go, man. You still living in this world, but you're not a part of this world.
That's right.
See, I'm still living in this world, but I'm living in the Most High and the Son world. There are not a lot of places we can go where we got Israelites everywhere.
Bring it out.
You have to go. You go to Walmart. People's out there. Women's out there. No, there should be an officer out there to take some of these sisters to jail. It should be, man, in proper dressing, man.
That's right.
They out there shorts, you know, you wear a large, but you got on a small. And she gonna swear she fine. You got a problem with me? No. I'm not, I wouldn't even deal with you. That's why I say get to know. Read on up.
And go. Get thee to them of the captivity.
See, some of them don't know that this is a trap, man. That they in hell. They don't know that there is no way out of here by yourself. Or with a wicked camp that ain't, you got camps that they've been in business for 50, 60 years, ain't got one building they own. Is that something that you can look up to? Is that something you can hang your hat on? But the only thing you can see that they doing is tearing each other down. Won't even speak to you. But they speak to that white man when they go to work.
Bring it out. Bring that out.
Hi, boss. You know, when you say hello, it means oh hell.
That's right.
They don't even know the language they speaking.
That's right.
They just go into there and they're not gonna call him the devil. Rent won't get paid that month. Keep reading.
Unto the children of thy people.
See, we got to get our peoples in line first, man. Get their mind built up. Read.
And speak unto them.
And say, come speak and teach them. Read.
And tell them.
And tell them. Read.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Read on.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Give me Psalms 120:71. They don't want to hear, man. They want to continue playing these games, man. They want to continue thinking that they're going to come up in this kingdom, man. Let me tell you something. If you ain't got a work ethic, a motor-driven motor, if you're not really coming to class and taking notes, is what a businessman does. Because a businessman gonna have, when you're doing business, you better be having some paperwork, some notes, some stuff that you can go back and look at. Somebody number that you got that you know you can call. Some business somewhere where you know you can buy your parts. You ain't got nothing, man. You ain't got nothing. You got to have some information to have a business. You can't have a business off what's in your head, because what's in your head is dead. You're not going to remember what happened yesterday. So stop playing games with yourself. This is what the principal thing in here that the Most High is trying to learn us, how to be somebody that can take care of his business. But we don't understand that. Speaking is another part. You go into somewhere, you dealing with somebody, what's the first thing you do? You greet them.
That's right.
Hola. No matter what language they speaking, you greet a person. You cannot be a business person, don't know how to conduct yourself in the world.
That's right.
You just an application guy. A girl. Read it.
Psalms chapter 127 and verse 1. Except the Lord build the house.
Except the Lord. This got to be built through the Most High and His Son. Read.
They labor in vain.
All they doing is that work, man. You say they've been in the truth since 1969. They've been laboring in vain, man. That should let you know this camp is about nothing. Read.
Except the Lord keep the city.
Except the Lord keep the city. Read.
The watchman waketh, but in vain.
Let me tell you something, man. This is all on the Most High and His Son. See, y'all understand? We've been in one of the camps that ain't been in. We've been here. We done more than these camps been in the truth. 80, 60 years. These cats, they can't tell you they done nothing. They done nothing. And it's sad. Matthew 7:24. Matthew 7:24. This is sad. This is why I come out here and I speak. They can see me. I'm not scared. Oh man, I heard you talking about our camp. Don't y'all make rap songs about your camp? Don't y'all make videos about your camp? You can make a video about us. We can't say nothing about y'all. You got the camp with the rape doctrine and people's following these cats. And I wonder some of these women's and men that stupid to let their child go around that person and let them rape their daughter. You have to be riding that small bus back in the day, didn't you? The one with the little bus, you know, the bus that hold about 8 people. You have to be on that bus, man, to have a man that has some peoples around you that talking about that they can rape some minors.
Teach.
This is sad, man, that what you see, and they got 100% of the truth. This is sad. Read this up.
St. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them,
read.
I will liken him unto a wise man.
And liken him unto a wise man. Are these brothers considered wise? No. That's why you can tell the people in their camp they don't read their scriptures. A lot of these people don't read their Bible. They feel like they held the know-it-all. I challenge you. When I first get this truth, I always say, read your Bible.
That's right.
Some of you still ain't read your Bible. You know why? Because you're not a wise person.
Right.
Even when you got a phone, I remember I had a cell phone way back in the day. I read the instructions. I said you can have music as your ringtone. So I leave from Texas, go to Memphis. Every time my phone rings, there's some song on that. What the? Just by reading, it separates you. You don't know how important reading is. It separates you from somebody that don't read. And somebody had it on their post. Person that read, they look educated. Person that don't read, they look stressed out. Even when I was dealing with child support, I said, man, I gotta read this paperwork. You better read that paperwork, man. See, we want to go by the what you call it, the good conversation game. Go up in them courthouses and don't know what you're doing. That's how they've been living off us for years, man. Because they know how people, still don't hear nobody about reading. Hey, man, we don't get together and read. Hey, no. Going to that pool, we can do that. Yep. It don't require nothing but jumping in the water. Thanks. But when it comes to putting something up here, we don't want to do that. Read,
I will liken him unto a wise man.
Read on.
Which built his house upon a rock.
When you build your house upon a rock, man, you got to be reading.
That's right.
You got to be studying. You got to be consistent. You got to be accountable. You got to be all these things, man. You just can't be somebody that coming in here, man, and not doing none of anything. I can go get you my old books when I first came in the truth. I was taking notes. You could have called me Little Poindexter. I told you I'd take a 2-hour class and make it a 6 hours because I'm pausing and stop. I needed to know. That's the way we should be about life.
That's right.
We should want to know how we can build a kingdom. And we can't build a kingdom if everybody's sitting around, man, want to be precept king. I see a lot of guys, in IUIC, man, all I got is precept. I don't read my Bible. Okay. Dude, not even in the truth no more. All them guys that I came in the truth with back then, they're not even in the truth no more. You see them ones, they singing death before dishonor, they back in the world. It's dishonor before death. They all back in the world. Read on.
And the rain descended.
And the rain descended, read.
And the floods came.
And the floods came, read.
And the winds blew.
Read on.
And beat upon that house.
And beat upon that person, this spirit, read.
And it failed not, for it was founded upon a rock.
When you're going through all your trials and tribulation, if you're not building up on Christ, that's why you see so many people fall out the truth.
Right.
Because they come in here pretending they know the scriptures. Right. I'm a scholar. I'm deep in them words. How deep can you get? It's just on the surface. How deep can you be? Read.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not.
And see, that's the problem right there. See, a lot of you don't want to do them. Read.
Shall be likened unto a foolish man.
An unwise man or woman. Read.
Which built his house upon sand.
You're going to build your house upon another man. Or another woman. Or another doctrine. You're not building it upon Christ. Read.
And the rain descended.
And you got, when you're going through them trials and tribulations, read.
And the floods came.
And you got all these different doctrines coming at you, read.
And the winds blew.
And you got all these people in your ear with all this dumb information, read.
And beat upon that house.
And beat upon that spirit, upon that person, read.
And it failed.
Oh man, it failed. Read.
And great was the fall of it.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes you be sitting back, some of them watching today fail. Because they didn't apply this, man. That's right. They didn't read their Bible. They didn't take Christ serious. You think Christ gonna play with them? See, when Christ snatched that card, man, hey, it's over with.
That's right. That's
right. You shame. That's right. You know, if I fail, man, I'm gonna put my best on. I'm coming back in, man. That's right. I'm gonna jump back in the water again. That's right. Because I wanna make it.
That's right.
I'm not gonna quit. That means you a quitter. You was a quitter before you came in the truth. You quit at everything. You're a starter, not a finisher. That's the problem with our people. They always starting something and never finishing it.
That's right.
This business, we got to finish, man.
That's right.
We got to complete this together. Read on, up.
And it came to pass.
Read on.
When Christ had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes.
Not as the scribe that you see out here teaching the people, man. Give me Zephaniah 2:1.
Break it out.
This is what the nations got to understand. See, the decree has been laid out. But you got the brothers, they looking for fame. You got the cats, they want to be rappers. And a lot of these people, they don't even speak to each other. I don't know nobody. I call everybody. You can see my phone, I text you. Brother won't even text you back. It's a text, man. Normally people, you call them, they don't even answer their phone, man. That's right. Why? Why you don't answer your phone? You ashamed? That's what's be wrong with them, man. They need to be put on blast.
That's right.
Out here destroying people, man, with their fringes on. It's ridiculous, man. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
It say gather together, man. That's why I tell you these camps are not in the spirit of Christ. Read.
Yea, gather together, O nation I desire.
Tell me what other nation gonna do something for us. Who gonna help us build?
Teach.
Who gonna help us do anything? They gonna help their own peoples, man. Just like I remember AG talking to the man about getting a house. Oh, it was $1,500. Yeah, we're gonna have to charge you about $2,500 for it. These nations don't have no love for you.
That's right.
You go work on the job, they'll start you out less and start somebody else out more than you. Doing the same job.
Right.
Stop playing games with yourself, man. You've been playing games so long, it's easy, ain't it?
That's right.
Read.
Before the decree bring forth.
This is judgment on the planet, man. Some of you gonna get caught up, man. Let me tell you something. You're gonna see how your relatives and your relative/family is then. When you're in there sucking up all the juicy juice.
Teach.
Food high, man. Ain't nobody playing there with nobody no more. And you think somebody gonna see you sitting in there running their electric bill up.
Teach.
They out there looking at you like Samuel around that corner, man. I gotta put him out, man. He gotta get up out of here, man. He ain't gonna be up in here longer, man. Read on, up.
Before the day pass as the chaff.
Read on.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't get it. Give me Toge 13:1.
Bring it out.
I don't get it. I don't get what we keep doing, man. All we keep doing is playing games with ourselves. And they've been doing this for years, man. You think about all these cats in the Kemet, all these movements that they don't have. Where we at? We still on the bottom.
That's right.
Bring it out. Jeez.
Christ don't came, the comfort don't put the spirit on us to build. People don't even want to build, they want to stay on the bottom, man. It's good being down here, ain't it? It's good being down in the dirt, man, where you're living like roaches.
Teach.
Where nobody shows no love to each other. We're in the worst places, worst parts of the city. Just found out in Garland, man, they got homes built over wastelands, man, over toxic water, man. People sitting in these homes, man, breathing in this stuff, man. You in the worst parts of the city.
Right.
Read this,
Toge, chapter 13, verse 1. Then Toge wrote a prayer of rejoicing and said, Blessed be God that liveth forever, and blessed be his kingdom.
Blessed be his kingdom, man. Read.
For it doth scourge and had mercy, he leadeth down to hell.
He'll lead right down to hell, man. Read.
And bring it up again. Neither is there any that can avoid his hand.
Nobody, man. I'm going to tell you something. When I tell you everything is in God's hand, man, believe that.
That's right.
Believe that. Read.
Confess him before the Gentiles.
See, that's the problem, man. We want to go and beat people down, man. We should be showing the people we the true peoples. How we showing them we the true people, man, when we out there acting like the criminals that's out here killing and mugging each other? You got camps out here that got baseball hats on now, man. They looking like the peoples they teaching.
Teach.
Bring it out.
It's no difference. It's no difference, man. We got to confess him, man. We got to confess him by our actions, by our consistency, by our accountabilities. Read.
Ye children of Israel,
read on.
For he hath scattered us among them.
Keep reading.
There declare his greatness and extol him before all the living.
How can we extol his greatness, man? By our actions of coming together and building, man, as a nation. By them seeing us sitting, when they see us out together, man, they see people that's happy. That's the same thing I kept saying about Miss Ann. See, Miss Ann, Jacob mom. Miss Ann coming in, Miss Ann seeing that it was happiness, it's joy. She wanted the same thing for her family. I heard the same thing her family was saying at that funeral.
That's right.
This is what she wanted. She couldn't figure it out, though. The only way I gave them Christ in there. I ain't hit them too hard, man. They probably... I ain't want to have to shoot nobody up in there, man. I'm not finna be wrestling with you no more, man. That day's over with. But they had the opportunity. And Lord will, maybe some of them will come. But you got to let that light shine, man. You got to let them see what we're doing. And we should be making stuff prosperous. Our garden should be yielding. Our birds should be laying more eggs.
That's right.
Our sheep should be having more babies. We got cattle. We got all these things. Nobody want to do nothing but let everybody else do it all.
That's right.
Right.
So when the trophy time comes, everybody want to hold that trophy up. When the check come, everybody want the same numbers. That's how it is in our nation. Read.
And he is the God of our fathers.
He's the God of all fathers. Read.
Forever.
Forever. Read.
And he will scourge us for our iniquities.
Let me tell you something. Some of you got to get that golden hand, man. Some of you got to get that little golden hand. Read.
And will have mercy again, and will gather us out of all nations among whom he had scattered us.
Spiritual. This is all going to be done spiritually, man. This is not going to be done carnally. How do somebody know if a person is Israelite or not? Well, they got the skin test, I guess. They got all kind of reasons and meanings. Matthews, man, 13:24. They got all kind of reasons, man, of what they do. And none of it is about the Most High and the Son. Why can't we come together with these camps? We got another land over there we're not even really building. No, we could have that thing there yielding out food for everybody.
That's right.
But see, these guys, they ain't gonna want to do no work, man. They want to be on the corners out there rebuking people for the same sin they in. Read, Doug.
St. Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of the heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field.
He sowed good seed. And these seeds are that true doctrine, that true word, man. That's the good seed that we out here sowing, man. We sowing the true seed out here, the true doctrine in the world. And that's what people don't want to hear, man. They don't want to hear us doing the work of Christ, man.
That's right.
They want us to continue with this BS, man.
Right.
Give me Romans 10 and 15. We out here showing the true word, man.
That's right.
We're the true prophets of the Most High.
That's right.
We're not going to accept the things that we see. We want to make changes. And who? You think about it. When we first started buying land, we tried to go through the companies. Guess what? The Most High, they wouldn't deal with it. They told us we didn't have good credit, I guess. They denied us. Oh, y'all trying to build a church out there. Lord took us another way. Same way we went through with the school. We ain't got to worry about the banking system. See, it's the Lord, man. The Lord will fight for you if you'll fight.
That's right.
That's right.
It's like, I have to be telling you. Read that up.
Romans chapter 10 verse 15. And how shall they preach?
How shall they preach or teach? Read.
Except they be sent.
Except they be sent. You thinking these brothers sent? Read.
As it is written.
Read on.
How beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
The gospel of what?
Of peace.
I'm telling you, these cats ain't reading their Bibles, man.
That's right. Yeah.
They out here sharing all that stuff about a chair and some drama on a dock. That should have been, let the news do that dirt.
That's right.
See, we are here to do the Lord's work, and we're going to do it in peace.
That's right.
How you think we're going to deal with these other nations? Read on.
And bring glad tidings of good things.
And bring that glad tidings, that news of good things, man, of what we are here actually doing for the peoples and the nation. Matthew 13 and 25. See. Matthew 13, 25.
St. Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 25. But while men slept.
See, while you slept. See, a lot of you still sleeping in Satan's kingdom. You still believing in the lies. You still trusting in a democracy that ain't for you. You still trusting in a president. You still have people that still vote for Biden. What did Biden do?
Teach.
Let me ask you this. Our sisters went crazy for Barack, didn't he? All he passed was homosexual laws, didn't he?
Teach.
Did anything change in the hood? Did the murder rate go down? Did the Israelites start loving each other? See, we need to be voting for the Most High and the Son, man.
Right.
Right.
We need to put the true power, the true kings back in power. See, our peoples are still asleep, man. Read.
His enemy came and sowed tares.
See, his enemy came and sold tares. See, what are the tares they selling us? See, a lot of you still got them tires in your mind. It's that wicked doctrine, them lies, man. Read.
Among the weak.
Among the weak, read.
And win his way.
And win his way. So you're thinking from the Greeks all the way back to the Babylonians, all the way back to Egypt. Man, our people's ready to kill to go back to Egypt. See, Egypt wasn't modern as America is today. See, you see people coming all over here dying on ships trying to get to America. They believe in the lies that they pumping cross seas. We did it. That's how we got on them ships. Let me tell you something. If I'm over in another country and somebody said, you got to come work for me 7 years, I'm going to ask you, are you crazy? I'm not that stupid, man. Hold up, 7 years? Do the math. By the time the third year, you're through. But after the first 6 months, you read, hey, man, listen, can we turn that contract up? No, you over here now. You ain't got no way of getting back, no way. You can't pay your way back. So they know they had us. This is the thing that we don't really understand. Give me 1 Corinthians 14:33. Read that up.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
Read.
But of peace.
But of what?
But of peace.
Why the Bible keeps telling us this, man? You got these kids. The Lord is a man of war. See, that's all they got on their head, minus drama.
That's right.
See, they thinking war just shooting guns.
Bring it out.
What about chemical warfare?
Teach.
What about history war?
Bring it out.
What about all the different wars they can destroy you? They don't even need to pull a gun and shoot you. You're doing all the killing yourself. You're showing all the hatred yourself. That's what you're seeing. If we was operating like this, showing love, charity to our brothers and sisters, we would be much further ahead. And we can say from 1969 to 2024, we built one building. They ain't built nothing.
Bring it out.
Same old game, man, that pimp game. Read on, Doc.
As in all churches of the saints.
All the churches, the peoples of the saints, man. Give me James 3:13. Man, we caught up in these lies. We ain't really thought about the Bible. Of leaning on the Bible. Leaning on the Bible. Making sure that we're following what the words say, not what man say. Read this out.
James chapter 3 and verse 13.
Read on.
Who is a wise man?
Who is a wise man or woman? Read.
And endued with knowledge among you.
Who is that wise man or woman that endures with knowledge amongst you? So everybody got knowledge and wisdom, don't they? See, I just question. When was the Social Security card invented? When did it come into play? When did the birth certificate come into play? See, we don't know nothing, man. We don't know nothing about these people's system. To take down the system, you got to know about the system.
That's right.
That's right.
Just like these young boys. We should be out here trying to educate these young boys on how to deal with the police. Man, do not be agitating. These guys want to shoot you.
Bring it out.
These guys want to kill you. That's why they was put on force. Most of the police, man, they are illiterate.
Bring that out.
You make a low score, you can become a police officer.
That's right.
They don't hire people with high IQs, man, in their society. That's why you're getting all these old weak special New York cops, man. I had to check them. I said, man, I want you to act like a human. Y'all want to act like beasts at everything y'all do, you know. Take that badge and gun out, partner. You won't even speak to me.
Thanks.
See, they bad with their badge and gun, man. They ain't gonna do nothing till about 10 of them show up. See, I already know how they get down, man. So I know one time I was telling my wife, my sister was in the car. I think she don't ride with me no more. I had to check one when she was in the car. You gonna write me a ticket for speeding? How you gonna ride? You right beside me, man. There was a DART police at that too, man. So I've been had a history with DART. They gonna tell me, you gonna sign the ticket? I ain't signing nothing. Call your boss. We ain't got to sign it. Went down there to go down there and check on the ticket. Oh, we ain't got it. See, he knew he was out of line for what he had did. Just like when the police, when they know you know the law, they're afraid of you then.
That's right.
See, when they don't railroaded us so long, we're not teaching our peoples nothing, man. We teaching them how to hate each other.
That's right.
That's all it is. Read on up.
Let him shew out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom.
Think about it. Read.
But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your heart.
This is where the nation was raised up at Saul. Read.
Glory not.
Glory not, man. These guys want to be seen. Read.
And lie not against the truth.
And lie not against the truth, man. Read.
This wisdom descended not from above.
See, that doctrine didn't come from above. Read.
But it's earthly.
It's what?
Earthly.
Where they get it from?
Earthly.
Man, this whole thing was set up, man. They knew we would wake up.
That's right.
This whole thing is from man.
That's right.
Every doctrine they got come from man. Every book that they got, you got the Israelite starter kit, man, and all of it is garbage.
Right.
It ain't propelling, it ain't helping these brothers. They not teaching these brothers and sisters how to love each other.
That's right.
They not teaching these camps how to connect and communicate with each other. They keeping divisions. Then they have a title on their video, we're not a hate group. You hate your own peoples, man. If you're not a hate group, why are you on the corner teaching hate?
Bring it out.
That very scripture, God hate Esau. Why did he hate Esau?
Uh-oh.
See, I go out there, they'd be scrambling. Why did he hate Esau? Did he hate him to want to kill him? Or did he hate his actions? Don't he hate your actions?
That's right.
Bring it out. Jeez.
You have the same spirit, don't you? Read. Sensual, evil, read. Devilish, read.
For where envying and strife is,
where it is, read.
There is confusion and every evil word.
When you're in these camps, there's gonna be confusion. When you're a solo Israelite, you're gonna have that kind of spirit on you. No one building you spiritually. No one teaching you Christ. Read.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure.
See, you got to understand, you got to come in first, man, and be a little child. See, some people come in, that's why they got the rank system, like they got the police system. You don't need that stuff, man. We had to kill that rank system up in here, man.
That's right.
Brothers coming in here, they ready to be a captain, been here 2 weeks. Haven't even read Genesis yet, man. That's right. Read that again.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure.
It's pure. Read.
Then peaceable.
Read.
Gentle.
Read on.
And easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy.
See, this truth, man, this is what you see coming from this camp, this school, man. This is what you see the spirit of the Lord is. It's pure, man.
That's right.
It's the true doctrine. You get Friday night love, you get Saturday morning hugs, and you get Saturday at noon a beating. Sometimes you gotta get that, man. See, that's the spirit of a parent that loves you.
That's right.
See, because you can't just let the child do what they want to do. Sometimes you got to give them that hand. Child, and if I was in the store with my grandmother and I'm in there hollering about some bubble gum, she'd have took me to the bathroom and beat the bubble gum out of me, man. I'm just telling you the truth. See, why are you thinking they took away you can't even touch the children no more? If I had my children, they were telling me you can't whoop them they bad, hey, take them with you. They gonna find out who love them or not.
That's right.
See, this is all this system is to destroy us. It's to destroy us and corrupt us. Give me 2 Timothy 2:19. This is all this is, man. And this is how we build up a nation again. Through Christ, through the Spirit. Read.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure.
When you understand, that's that rock. Read.
Having this seal.
Read.
The Lord knoweth them that are his.
He know them that are his by their actions, their consistency. He know them that follow him. Read.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity.
See, a lot of you that you'll tell that quick lie, man. You'll still tell that lie. That's just how you are. That's what the world taught us how to lie. Insurance man coming over, mama telling, hey, tell him I'm not here. She not here. They start out teaching you lies, don't they? You become an expert. Mama tell you something, mama, you tell her a lie. Didn't I tell you not to lie to me? But you told me to lie to him. Now the child confused. Read.
But in a great house.
Read.
There are not only vessels of gold and of silver.
Read on.
But also of wood and of earth. and some to honor, and some to dishonor.
That's why you got the wheats and the tares, man. Some of us, we still got those doctrines of the world in our heads, man. The ones that honor, man, they come in and they follow, they listen, they take it, and they absorb it. And let me tell you something. A lot of things, man, when I used to go back to my notes. And I just want to know. I want to know. See, I wanted to know. I prayed, hey, use me. Let me be that vessel you can use. I'm going to study. And see, you got to prove yourself to the Lord, too. See, a lot of us come in and say that, hey, we don't want to do nothing. Give me 1 John 3 and 8.
Teach.
We want to come in. We still shucking and jiving with the Most High. Read this out.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 8. He that committed sin is of the devil.
See, a lot of you don't understand, man. You're a deceiver. Read.
For the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil.
Hey, you understand this? And they always, Christ coming back, you're going to crack the sky. Let me tell you something. See, that's another man-made doctrine. See, Christ has already been here.
Sure.
To set the record straight. And he's going to give it to us to bring it to you. To set the record straight already. See, it's on us, man.
That's right.
See, they don't understand that. See, they're giving people all this witchcraft. He gonna crack the sky glass, gonna be all in your hair and stuff. He gonna be riding on a white horse. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't it hard to breathe up at that altitude? And you know, you got the raptor, man. Ain't it a little too hot to be floating up in the sky? I mean, some of this stuff is just pure madness. Read.
Whosoever is born of God.
Whosoever is born again, that have repented. Read.
Does not commit sin.
See, a lot of you ain't going to be lying no more. A lot of you ain't going to be deceiving your brothers and sisters no more. Read.
For his seed remaineth in him.
See, that the law, the word is going to remain in you. Read.
And he cannot sin.
And he's not going to be one that, hey, let me tell you something. Don't get twisted with your eyes, man. You see a nice car, you see somebody, you see something, you're going to look, man. Don't get twisted. That ain't sinning, man. Now, if you just overzealous with it, drooling out the mouth with it, that means you overindulging with it, ain't it? That means you committed a sin in your mind, man. You see somebody, you look at them, you keep going.
Right.
You see some tall chick looking like she about 6'9", you gonna look, man. You see that car with that, you see that Bugatti, man, coming through the command, you gonna look. Some of you might do that overzealous, overlooking, man. Pull you right back in the world.
That's right.
Yeah. Read on.
Because he is born of God.
See, when you're born of God, when you've been taught the ways of God, you're not going to fall back into the world anymore. Read.
In this, the children of God are manifest.
See, they're going to be made known by their action, their accountability. Read.
And the children of the devil.
See, by their accountability, by their actions. Read.
Whosoever does not righteousness is not of God.
See, when you understand, man, you got to follow the word. You got to follow the word, man. You can't follow yourself anymore, man. See, yourself, that's why I say you're in love with that flesh.
That's right.
See, that flesh will make you do crazy things.
That's right.
That flesh will make you go empty your bank account out.
Yes, sir.
Flesh will make you, like, why you think a crackhead? It's that flesh. You know, I always ask them, is it a 401k plan with this? It's got to be something, man. When you see our old peoples out there, man, it's sad to me. It hurts me personally to see them out there suffering like they do. It's a lady downtown Dallas. She still sits down there. I went through that other day. In that heat all day. Why? Read on.
Neither he that loveth Shalakia. And the children of the devil, whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God.
Not of God, read.
Neither he that loveth not his brother.
And let me tell you something, man. When people got hatred, let me tell you something. They the children of the devil.
That's right.
It's hard for us to accept that. When you got hatred for your brothers and sisters, ain't nothing nobody can do in here to make me hate them.
That's right.
Nothing. That just shows you got a small spirit. You really don't have control of your thoughts, because that's what the word teaches us. Read.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
And if these camps was about Christ, that's what you'll see. We'll be moving. You'll see things happening, man. You'll see us building. That's why I try to get, when telling y'all about sharing these videos, see, that's showing you that, hey, you're not really listening. It's so important that your family members get these things, these messages. They're very important to them. Because without this, they're going to be lost. And if you're not trying to teach them, they're going to stay lost. That's right. If you truly love your brothers and your what you call your relative, you'll be trying to show them the word of God by your actions. Right. It's gonna be a lot of them. We got the Feast of Tabernacles coming up. A lot of them ain't tents collecting dust. Ain't done nothing with them, man. Why well donate them? Drop them off in front of the building. Read.
Not as Cain.
Not as what?
Not as Cain.
Read.
Who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil.
See, when people hate you, man, they don't want to tell you the truth. The Bible will tell you who they are.
Teach.
See, the Bible will speak to you. This is the information. This is what let you know what's good and what's evil. That's right. Read.
And his brothers righteous.
And his brothers righteous. Read.
Marvel not.
Marvel not, brother. Read.
My brethren, if the world hate you.
See, you got to understand, man, when you walk with Christ, you're going to be hated. You ain't going to be undone nothing to nobody. They're going to hate you. They're not even going to answer your call. You ain't answering your call, did you, buddy? Why you ain't answering your phone, man? People calling, that's showing love, ain't it?
That's right.
When you out there standing in the streets, I'm going to see who, I bet you answer their phone then, won't you? Hello, who is it? Who is it? I deleted your number, man. I'm sorry, but let me, hold on. Matthew 13:38. I'm just telling you the truth, man. That's right. When you're going through it, you find out, man, there ain't really nobody out here, man. Read that.
St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 38. The field is the world.
It say the field is the world. Read.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom that spreads the truth to the peoples. Read.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
See, the tares are the children of the wicked one. See, they'll tell you these are the other nations. These are talking about Israelites too.
That's right.
See, there's a lot of tares amongst us.
That's right.
Read.
The enemy that sold them is the devil.
See, the enemy that sold them is the devil. Read.
The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels.
And the reapers are the messengers. Read.
As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire.
See, they're going to be destroyed. And it's getting hot out there, man. Every year it's getting hotter and hotter, man. It's getting, people out there dropping dead and murder, man. The news really don't really talk about it. But it's a scary world out there, man. See, when I'm out, I'm like the car kit, my head going back and forth. See, because you're teaching this word, man, somebody run up on you and try to knock your block off. Right. You got your fringes on. One of these camps don't offend somebody. Family already don't got shot out there. So you got to be thinking, man.
That's right.
You better be thinking. Because you got these terrorists out here creating all kind of havoc amongst the brothers and sisters. And they go and toot their horn at the end of the day. Wicked means. Read.
So shall it be in the end of this world.
Read on.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire.
Well, you understand, all we doing is teaching the truth, man. This is going to destroy it. Read.
There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
When you wailing and gnashing of teeth, there's going to be anger and venting going on, hatred, man. Read.
Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father.
The righteous is going to shine, man, because the Lord got us, man. Read.
Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Let him understand what the Lord say, man. Jump over to verse 26.
Verse 26. But when the blade was sprung up.
And you don't understand, man. When the blade was sprung up, when the truth was coming out, when Christ was on the scene, when the prophets was teaching the word, read.
And brought forth fruit.
Read.
Then appeared the tares also.
Where they at? Somebody, you a tear, put a 1 in there. Let's see if we get a 1. See, ain't nobody Ahab but Jezebel, See, it's quiet. You'll think you was on a peaceful island, sipping on something real nice. That's how it is. Give me Romans 10:6. You think about it, man. See, you got terrorists in them camps, man. They don't have no love for nobody. It's either they doctrine or no doctrine. And you got to understand, the water wasn't even at the waist yet. How did somebody 40 years got the truth? Read that out.
Romans chapter 10 and verse 6. But the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on this wise.
See, the righteousness is of faith, man. Read.
Say not in thine heart, who shall ascend into heaven? That is to bring Christ down from above. Or who shall descend into the deep? That is to bring up Christ again from the dead. But what saith it? The word is nigh thee, even in thy mouth and in thy heart. That is the word of faith, which we preach.
Which we what?
Which we preach.
That's what we preach, man. We ain't preaching hatred no more.
That's right.
We ain't preaching division no more. See, that's all that we was preaching. We was doing the work of the devil. See, a lot of them won't say that. See, a lot of them guys, they so weak in these camps. They can't, and if they leave, man, they're afraid to step up and follow Christ. It's easier to follow man, because man will get you destroyed every time. Read on up.
That if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Christ.
See, a lot of them don't want to confess that. They want to confess their elder. If it ain't up such and such. Think about it, man. This is letting you know, man, something ain't right. When they walking around talking about how great their elder is, man. Like he wrote the Bible. Like he gave the word. Think about it. Somebody had a picture of me thing. There's somebody gonna put, he not too hard. I say too hard as an Edomite. Didn't hear nothing else from it. Come playing around, man. Come joking if you want to.
That's right.
You better start confessing Christ, man.
Right.
And you got to confess him when you're confessing your sins, man. And follow Christ. Read.
And shalt believe in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved.
How you gonna believe in your heart when you a man that teaching you, he's not raising you from the dead, he's keeping you dead. That's why their doctrines are dead. Think about it. If that was of Christ, we would have seen some movement in the nation. Right. We would have been seeing some of these so-called elders calling a meeting at the table, not a summit to be seen of men's. That's to go there to please their flesh. Read on.
For with the heart, man believeth unto righteousness.
See, with the mind, you will believe unto righteousness. Read.
And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation.
See, you got to come out your mouth. Some of you don't want to say it, man. Some of you don't want to say, hey, man, I've been a little off lately. I haven't been following Christ, man. Lord, help me. Some of you need to go in the closet, man. Like I tell you, man, thank the Father and the Son for calling you. Some people didn't wake up today.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Some people are going to sleep today. You got to be thankful always, man. And when you say things, you always should say, Lord will.
That's right. That's right.
I see you tomorrow, Lord will.
That's right.
Why you think it say, Lord will? I see you tomorrow. Hey, what happened to such and such? Read.
For the scripture saith, whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed.
See, a lot of you are ashamed.
That's right.
You're ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I was in Walmart with my garment on, boy. You should have seen the heads, boys. I heard neck snapping. I said, I'm gonna start wearing my garment even more sometime, man, out. Because what people see, they seeing something different. They not seeing the same familiar things. See, people get to see this, they see Islam, they see the fake Arabs, they see all these stuff, but they not seeing us. They see the fringes, but with that garment on, they see something totally different. Because I know one guy, he works in a bank right across at the Walmart. He was like, he was talking about celebrations. I said, I don't do all that. He seen the manure. He knew. See, they see. I'm not ashamed of this truth.
Right.
Acts 20 and 28. I'm not ashamed, man. You know, I come in and do what the Spirit tells me to do. Because when you see my effort, you're going to see 150%. I'm not coming to you with 60%, man. I'm coming to you giving you my all. That's the way I was in the world. If I was on that football field, I remember when I broke my wrist in the 7th grade, they wouldn't even let me play. I tried to sneak on the field. The team needed me. When you dedicated, man, you believe in something, you go all out. When you don't believe in it, you're not going to put your whole mind into it. You half-ass do it. Read.
Acts chapter 20 and verse 28. Take heed therefore unto yourselves, and to all the flock, over which the Holy Ghost hath made you overseers, to feed the church of God, which he hath purchased with his own blood.
He purchased with his own life, man. Read.
For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock.
When you got peoples in here, man, when you spiritually built up, see, when you brothers and sisters out there get spiritually built up, when you hear somebody talking about somebody, you're going to check them.
That's right.
See, when you're not spiritually built up, you're going to listen to it. You're going to buy into it. Because you're going to have these tares amongst us.
Right.
They're going to mingle amongst us. And you're not going to understand why somebody talking about somebody. Let me ask you this. When somebody talking about somebody, they trying to lead you, ain't it? Because if you don't know that person, they trying to lead you. Why not get to know who that person is before you listen to some garbage? That's how it goes in the world. Read on.
Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them.
That's what they do, man. Their job is to destroy, because they can't truly follow Christ. Give me Titus, man. 1 and 10. They can't truly follow Christ. Because it's something that they're not confessing their sins. They're not coming to the conclusion that, hey, something is not right in my house. And your house is your head.
Right.
Something ain't right in here. Something I need fixing. Read this up.
Titus chapter 1 and verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers.
The Bible give you everything if you would read it. But if you don't want to read it, and I'm going to tell you something. I know a lot of y'all listen to the music or the talk, and I got to read it, man.
That's right.
I got to, man.
That's right.
That's how I'm able to get this information. I'm like, they had electric cars in the 1900s? You had never seen a television show talked about electric car, did they?
Teach.
Not one. Why we don't know none of these things? Because we don't like to read. If I didn't like to read, I wouldn't have none of this information. Read on.
Especially they of the circumcision, whose mouth must be stopped, who subvert whole houses.
Hey, man, they would destroy your spirit, man. That's what they are. They are terror, man. They don't want to believe in Christ. Read.
Teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
And let me tell you something, man. When you understand what you're dealing with out here, you're dealing with destruction. If a person ain't talking righteous, man, they don't destroy themselves and they trying to destroy others. Read on.
One of themselves, even a prophet of their own.
So they're a prophet of their own. They got their own belief. Read.
Said, the Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies.
Keep reading.
This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply.
See, that's the problem right there. See, when you come in this truth, you weak in the spirit. So that's why I try to tell y'all, read our Bible. Start understanding and listening. When you start doing these things, man, you'll start understanding this is the war. We're here to protect the house.
That's right.
You got people that's going to want to come in and destroy it, man, because they're not living right out there. And when they're not living right out there, they want to bring it in here. I'm telling you, this used to be the house of hell. It used to be rebuking every day, all day, every time it didn't stop. But through Christ, you see that don't cease. And when we came from under Saul to Paul, you start seeing a lot of people that can't accept this because they want to buy into what the world is teaching. Read on.
that they may be sound in the faith.
See, you got to understand, they really need Christ. And if you sitting back being a talebearer on that phone, you just like them. Keep reading.
Not giving heed to Jewish fables.
Jewish lies, read.
And commandments of men that turn from the truth.
And what?
Commandments of men that turn from the truth.
They trying to give you that doctrine from the earthly, not above, man. And they want to turn people back into that world. Because guess what? When you go back in that world, man, you're going to find out it's even cold out there. Matthew 13:27. You're going to find out, man, hey, man, I thought you was an Israelite. What happened, man? Shabbat Shalom. They go to mocking you. Read, Doc.
St. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 27. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him.
Came and said unto Yah, read.
Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field?
Did you sow this doctrine amongst the world? Read.
From whence then hath it tares?
When does it have its tares, man? Read.
He said unto them, an enemy had done this.
See, y'all don't understand that you're only going to be somebody in your own household. When they don't like this truth, man, and you see bruisers, following them, saying, man, you see brothers coming in, disappearing, man, they battling out there.
That's right.
They battling. Sisters too. It's hard for that sister to come back in, though, man. You had to drag her in here, boy, with the police or something to get her back through the door. You going to jail or you going to the Sabbath? I'm going to, take me to jail. I'm telling you, man. It's hard, man. When people went out there, not understand what they do, what they have done. Just like we got the guy that posting all the pictures, man. Life upside down, man. He want to turn other people's lives upside down. It's sad. It's sad that they're not going to be able to celebrate this year. But they want to pull you back so you can hang out and do nothing with them. Ain't nobody doing nothing out there in that world, man. And you got all these fake holidays coming up soon, man. Ain't nobody going to be spending no money this year.
That's right.
Keep reading.
The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, read.
Nay. No, read.
Lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them.
You're going to root up the good seed amongst the wicked seed, man. Because what? The tares, they know some of the word. They wear fringes. They pretend they keep the Shabbat. Some of them go to their own Passover. Some of them keep their own feast days. But they're not following Christ. They holding on to Jewish fables. Some of them got the Jewish star. So, why do they follow the dark moon? Some of them holidays follow on the Jewish days. They're not following Christ, man. Read on.
Let both grow together until the harvest.
Let both grow together until the harvest, man. Until the end time. Let them both grow together until the end time. Read.
And in the time of harvest.
Read.
I will say to the reapers.
He said he's going to say to his messengers, man, his angels. We his messengers, man. We his prophets that go out and gather his sheep. Read.
Gather ye together first the tares.
See, the tares probably came in the truth back in 1969. This truth was established. That was the tares, wasn't it? The tares was the ones out there in them street corners. Read.
And bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn.
Get them ready for the kingdom get them ready for my kingdom, man. Get them ready for the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, give me Matthew 20 and 16.
St. Matthew chapter 20 and verse 16. So the last shall be first.
So the last shall be first to get this truth, man. The last is going to be first to get this understanding. Read.
And the first last.
See, because they've been raised by the tares, man. The tares and the wheats look just alike, don't it? You could have an Edomite over your camp. You don't even know.
Bring it out.
Because if he's not hollering unity and coming together, you might have an Edomite as your elder.
That's right.
Telling you the truth, man. Because the scriptures tell us to gather together. How we going to defend ourselves?
Teach.
Read.
For many be called.
So many of them was called, man. Like I told you, when I came in the truth, it's probably over 15,000 people don't left out this truth, man. Read.
But few chosen.
But few. Matthew 13:49. But it's going to be few, man. Few, because guess what? They didn't come in and open their Bible. They didn't come in here and take it serious. They came in here with casual. They didn't have no consistency. They weren't accountable with this truth, man. They took it as a joke. They took it as a game. So the Most High had to take his word from them, man.
That's right.
Leave them out there in that cold world, man, where people can treat them like dogs.
That's right.
Leave them out there, man, so they can be treated like, let me tell you something. People take advantage of your kindness, man.
Yes, that's right.
Read that,
St. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 49. So shall it be at the end of the world.
Read on.
The angels shall come forth.
The real messengers, the real prophets of Yah are going to come forth. Read.
And sever the wicked from among the just.
You're going to have to serve them. We're going to have to separate them, man. With the pure doctrine.
Jeez.
We're going to have to separate them, man. This is why these messages have to go out. Read.
And shall cast them into the furnace of fire.
They're going to be destroyed with this system, man. Read.
There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Tell you something, man. They're going to be angry and hatred going on, man.
No.
That's all going to be going on. Matthew 13 and 31.
Verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field.
And sold it into the world, man. When you understand, we go out here, man, with the doctrine, with the truth. We went out here and we sowing it, man. I keep telling y'all we need help. Y'all keep sitting on that lit hand. Where the lit hand at, man? They don't want to do nothing. We need help, man. We can be much further ahead, man. Don't y'all want to be comfortable? A lot of y'all don't understand. This is y'all. This belongs to you. You teetering on the boundaries of being comfortable for the rest of your life. But you don't want to invest in yourself in Christ. You want to continue with this world. Give me 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. They don't want to change. We got to stop, man. We got to get out of our own head. We got to stop loving ourselves and love your spirit, man.
That's right.
And do righteous. When you start doing righteousness, you start have accountability. You start being consistent. You stop all of the childish things. You start doing things as a man. Read this out.
1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
See, that's the problem with the Israel, man. You see them, they got crowns and they got queens and, hey, man, they on top of the world. What is it to glory in this? What's the end game? If you coming in here looking for fame, man, this ain't for you. Read.
For necessity is laid upon me.
And you know what I'm saying? Being called is being called to do the work of the Most High and the Son. It's on our shoulders to do this work, man. Read.
Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Woe, destruction. Read.
For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward.
So you got to do it willingly, man. Nobody got to keep telling you this each and every Sabbath, man. Share, like, comment. We've been saying the same thing, man. It seems like it's getting old to you. But you'll be on them other channels doing that same thing, sharing, liking, commenting. Read.
But if against my will, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
What did it say? A dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. Putting things back in order, man. Setting things back in order. That's our job, man. Setting the house back in order. Starts at the church, then it goes to the houses, man.
That's right.
Put things back in order. The children. Look at the thing. Everything is out of order. Read.
What is my reward then?
What is my reward then? Read.
Verily that, when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Christ without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody in here asks, I ain't never got a dime. You don't charge your peoples for the truth.
Bring it out.
I'm not going to hold nothing back. I'm going to bring everything in. It's be shocking to you.
Teach.
Some of it be shocking that you've been thinking something all your life. It'd be the total opposite. Read on.
For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more.
Gain the more, man. Why are you thinking we got to let our light shine? This is our job. Our job is to bring the peoples together. Read.
And unto the Jews I became as a Jew.
I became as a Jew. Read.
That I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Keep reading.
To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ, that I might gain them that are without law. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. And I have made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. And this I do for the gospel's sake.
You got to do this for the gospel's sake, man.
That's right.
This is how we build a kingdom, man. You got to come in, you know, Israel coming in, they taking it for gains. You got to check spirits sometimes, man. You know, this is love. You know, how we going to build our kingdom when we playing around, man? When we not really examining, they shutting down everything.
That's right.
And the one that going to cry out the most is the one that ain't done nothing.
That's right.
That's how it always is. That's going to be the ones with all the emotion. Can I bring mama in? Can I bring family in? See what I'm saying? Somebody read my mind. It ain't nothing personal, man. But if we in here taking our little chips, putting them together to build this, then why would we let someone else come in here and profit off of it, man?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
See, some of us been in here for some years.
That's right.
And we've been out there, and let me tell you something, we was out there in that land where when we came home, we looked like the Dust Bowl.
That's right. Line.
That's why some of these brothers' hair long, they were getting dirty out there. Going home washing their hair. Shit ain't like that. I'm telling you, man, we sweated out there.
Yes, sir.
Man, we went out there and we still doing it. How will you feel someone come in, Johnny come late, man, and he over there want to get the biggest watermelon? It's not going to happen.
That's right.
Read.
That I might be partaker thereof with you.
But I might be partaker of there with you. Read.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain.
We may obtain it together, man. We should be obtaining this together. This is all about a nation. This ain't about an individual. This is about a nation. And I tell you these things. And this is what I want you to understand. We got a mission.
That's right.
We got to complete it. You got the business class this morning. You got some of that last week. It's about business, man. Business brings families together. Without business, you have no pleasure. Look at the pleasure we've been having. The Lord has been showing us. And people's been watching and examining. They see the videos. They see the great time that we have. And they out there, man, don't know what to do, but they can come in. But they got to leave that pride outside.
That's right.
See, that's the problem. They want to bring the pride inside. Well, you know, man, the chip. I remember letting a guy come here. He traveled from out of town. He stayed in here. He talking about we didn't say the name right. Brother, go on about your business. I'm just serious. And it hurts me, man, that you have to come in and, you know, we teaching, you know, we bringing so much information, so much pure doctrine, so much great classes that our people that's within the body, don't even want to go and lay a comment.
Bring it out.
That I just don't understand. If you don't love from within, what you loving without? You have to start within.
That's right.
So the peoples will see us as a nation. Just like you brothers down there in the Carolinas, man, in Atlanta, man. And you brothers out there that's watching don't want to sitting up back there in the woods, man. Y'all got to come out the woods, man. You brothers sitting back out there ain't doing nothing, y'all. It's time. It's time. We should be acquiring land on the East Coast. We should be doing these things for our brothers and sisters coming together. But until then, y'all not going to get it, man, because let me tell you something. What are y'all going to do if the Lord destroy this?
Bring it out.
Let me ask you this. What plans do you have personally? What plans do you have personally? What things that you have set up personally that you're going to be secure about when if something happens? Somebody tell me something. Don't play games with me, because you should if you're in here playing games. If you're out there playing games, you should be having something ready. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Shalom.
Shalom. Praise.